is Kyle Treslove here. I hope that you are all well. I just had an incredible session with one of my ongoing clients. I don't always like that word, but we work with each other and we have done for quite a while now. So one of the things that I would like to touch on is there was something that came forward about um, what happens really when we outgrow some of our limiting conditions and our programs. What that can do is it can open us up to this whole different realm of options and possibilities and choices and decisions that we never even knew that we could maybe have. Now, I think that that's probably what happens often, when people live lives that other people look at and we look up to those spaces or we see those as spaces as inspirational because essentially people are accessing different parts of reality essentially that sometimes other people their patterns, their conditioning, their programming limits them from accessing those spaces. Now, I want to maintain the godliness in this. So I think everybody's here for a reason. We're all here to do what it is that the piece of us that God wants us to do. And this is the joke about conditioning, programming, trauma, and pain. Because your wiring helps you to be what you're here to be. Now, yes, some people, like I said, open new doors, unlock pieces of themselves that integrate different parts of themselves that were maybe, they were cut off from because of trauma and pain. My issue sometimes with the psychodynamic models of looking at these different areas is that not everybody is here to transcend those spaces because we don't necessarily understand what their purpose is, what they are contributing to the system and structure that is much larger than us, that I believe we can call God. It's okay for you to have or to be you, and it's okay to have parts of you. It's okay to be you, first of all, and it's okay to have parts of you that feel like they are limits. Not everybody teaches that, and I don't really like the word teacher either, but not everybody, puts out there that if that, what am I trying to say? There are spiritual facilitators and teachers that put out there that unless you're living this type of life that is very, it needs to look like X, Y, and Z. If you need to be making millions in the bank and you need to be living in this way. You need to be excelling or achieving or succeeding or selling out stadiums all around the world or whatever. Then you're not living a life that is, what's the word? You're not fulfilling your complete potential. I would say that everybody is living their fullest expression because whatever they're here to do is whatever they're here to be. Just because it doesn't look like a fleet of cars and a different hotel every weekend or a penthouse, a 20-story house that you live in the middle of Mumbai, it doesn't mean that you are not achieving or reaching the fullest expression of what God intended you to be, right? Let's not get that twisted. This is so important, actually. I'm getting on the high horse now that I understand what is wanting to come out in this space. We need to start seeing godliness in everyone and in everything, no matter where they're at. And not teaching in spiritual spaces that it has to look this way because it's so individualistic and unique to everybody. See the God in everyone and in everything, not just you are once again you're more in alignment or you are living more of a fuller expression of God if it is in this package. That's not true. You don't have to be spiritual. You don't have to have a dime in the bank. You don't have to have a car. You don't have to be whatever artist is selling out and making 8 billion. Please see the godliness in your life wherever you are, wherever you are at. Yeah. Now, that may mean you are here to do these things that we might say are big and incredible or grandiose. But that's not for everyone. And it doesn't matter if you're not doing those things. Because there's a price to pay for all of those different spaces. So, yeah, that's why I'm not into teachers, gurus, leaders who talk about completely manifestation and law of attraction. I think that life gives you what you need to fulfill what it is you're here to do. And that may mean that part of that, the joke is that everyone's doing that, even if you feel you need to look at some of these teachings. Um, if they help to open doors and that's actually where you need to go, maybe that's the way that it will help you, but it's not going to work for everybody, so therefore it's not completely true. Um, so yeah, but I think that there's godliness in everyone and in everything, no matter where they are and no matter what they're doing. So we can't always sell a dream that is actually uh, not for the person that we're selling it to. Now, I do believe that, like I said, there are some people that can really feel what's the word? Can really feel what God has intended for them, and I think that when you can connect into that and tap into that, you know, then you know what is there for your spirit and your soul, and that it's going to be there for you and it's going to come for you, and then you can just receive it. The joke is, I think that it doesn't matter if you have an awareness of it or if you don't, because it will come anyway. But sometimes you get to experience the joy of, oh wow, this is going to come for me. This wish that's there in my heart is what the piece of me that is God has intended. There's such beauty in that. So that's what I'm going to say. If anybody needs me, I am here. I'm going to get on with my day. Yeah, maybe swim. We will see. I'm not too sure yet. But uh, remember, all is good, all is God, all is love. Until we connect again soon in a bit.